Hello plant people, welcome to No Rules Gardening. My name is Jim Putnam.
And I'm Brie Arthur, and today we are coming to you from Camellia Forest Nursery in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, my old stomping grounds. I used to be the propagator and grower here.
We thought since it's March Madness time and we were in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where the UNC Tar Heels play, and just a few miles from where the Duke Blue Devils play, and a few miles from where the North Carolina State Wolfpack play basketball, that we would create a Sweet 16 for camellias.
And our brackets are going to be broken down by camellia flower. So we first have the category of singles, then semi-doubles, peony anemone form, and finally the ultimate camellia, formal doubles. And for those of you who live outside of the camellia belt, known as Zone 7 through 9, we've included some Zone 6 hardy varieties for you to choose.
This competition is actually going to take place on Instagram. On YouTube today, you're going to get to see side by side how our brackets are going to be laid out. But the voting is actually going to take place over on the No Rules Gardening Instagram page. For those of you who are not on Instagram, feel free down below the video to put your favorites from the ones that we've selected today.
We wanted to make sure that we highlighted plants that are available for you to buy. And remember, this is a tiny fraction of the winter blooming camellias that are out there in this world. There are over 25,000 varieties registered with the American Camellia Society.
So Brie and I very quickly ran through the greenhouses and picked out two of our favorites from each of the 4 flower categories. The brackets are arranged so that when we reach the final 4, we will have one of each flower type.
My round 1 first pick is this white single called Korean Snow. And the reason I've chosen this is because it is one of the most cold hardy varieties available, successfully growing into Zone 6A.
My first round selection is Crimson Candles. This one should just be in everyone's yard. There's one behind us back here. If you can see that, if not, I'll put it close up on the screen because Crimson Candles just gets absolutely fully loaded with flowers.
Our second matchup of the single flower category puts this beautiful stripy tri-colored flower, a Japanese cultivar called Haru no Utena,
against my selection of Tama Electra, which has this amazing pure red single flower. Moving to the semi-double bracket, I have as my first selection Pink Icicle. This is another one that's hardy into Zone 6 and one that I used to grow at my nursery.
And I have got a beautiful dark red form called Wildfire. While I love dark red, it doesn't show frost damage.
Matchup number 2 in the semi-doubles, I have this beautiful Peppermint variety with the kind of 3-color striping.
And I have chosen Taylor's Perfection. This is an outstanding hybrid variety with large semi-double flowers. Before we start round 3 with the peony and anemone flowers, I wanted to use this opportunity to show you the difference in camellia flower variegation. You see, this one here is actually viral induced variegation, whereas this one, Carter Sunburst, is a chimeric genetic trait. All right, we're into bracket number 3. This is the category called peony and anemone form, and if that doesn't make sense to you, it's perfectly normal. These are just referring to flowers that are large but actually have modified petals called petaloids that intersect all of the stamens. Our first matchup in the category of anemone and peoniform flowers puts my choice, Carter's Sunburst, a beautiful striped chimeric flower, up against Jim's choice.
This is Terry Gilley, a viral-induced variegated red and white.
My pick for round 2 in the anemone peony category is this classic anemone form of April Tryst, but its real advantage is that it thrives into zone 6.
And I have selected a fragrant hybrid called High Fragrance with beautiful pale pink flowers. We have reached the category that will probably produce the overall winner, the formal doubles.
I've never met a formal double camellia that I didn't like, but what I really love about these 4, you can't go wrong with any of them. They're all winners in my book. But, you know, though they only bloom for, 6 to 8 weeks in the year, all of these varieties will have beautiful, luscious, shiny green foliage with a great overall form for the landscape.
The first matchup in the formal double category, I have picked April Dawn Blush. You had picked April Tryst earlier. The April series are hardy into zone 6.
And my number 1 choice is Bobbie Fain Variegated. And I just think that it's a really charming flower showing that viral variegation.
The final round is super interesting to me because we were at this nursery a couple weeks ago and we both had to carry this Lemon Glow Camellia out of here. And the very first time I ever came to your house and we did video work together, Jack's Camellia was blooming in your yard at that time. So again, my final pick for the formal double categories is going to be this Lemon Glow Camellia, which neither one of us could resist a few weeks ago.
Well, and like Jim said, I have both of these in my collection at home. I don't want to have to choose between them, but Jack's really does deserve some extra landscape love because not only is this a beautiful flower, but it really does have one of the best overall growing habits. It grows very pyramidally in a tight form. It's ideal for a shady foundation landscape. Starting tomorrow, voting begins on the No Rules Gardening Instagram page. And every day we're going to post a new matchup. So be sure to tell us which is your choice.
If you don't use Instagram, please feel free down at the bottom of this video, give us your top 4 camellias from our selections today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification so you're alerted when we upload new videos.
And don't forget to go over to the NoRulesGardening.com webpage and visit the blog to learn everything you need to know about growing camellias. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the garden. Haru no Utena.
Okay, now I'm going to be blocked off here. Hold on.
Haru no Utena. Haru no Utena. Haru no Atenu.
And I have selected.
I said it wrong.
You
Sorry.
you did?
It's
Okay.
Atena.
Okay. All right.
Atena.
Okay. Are you tall enough that you're over top of that? I think you are. Okay. Hello, plant people. Welcome to No Rules Gardening. My name is Jim Putnam.
And I'm Brie Arthur. And today we are baking. We're not
We're not baking. We're not going to
at
bake
all.
any camellias. Camellias and it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There we go. We're baking tea. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Right off the rip. So they're all winners in my book.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But mine are the bigger winners.
He's more competitive than I am.
So now we have the bracket that will probably produce the overall winter. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
And don't sew.
Yeah.
Don't start with sew.
Okay, all right. So, okay, all right.
I'll take.
Yeah, all right. So
I'm telling him how to do proper sentence structure again.
So in our first formal double matchup, okay, all right, we got it.
So,
okay, here we go.
So closer.
All right, in our first, okay, ready?